The National Human Rights Commission (NHRC) has renewed its call for decisive action to end gender-based violence across Nigeria as its flag of its annual 16 days activism against gender-based violence. Speaking at the event, the Executive Secretary of the Commission, Dr. Ojukwu, said the persistent rise in cases of domestic abuse, sexual violence, harmful cultural practices, and other forms of gender-based violence remain a major concern for the nation.
Each year, from 25th November to 10 December, the world unites to raise awareness and take action against gender-based violence. Nigeria is no exception. The National Human Rights Commission stands firmly with survivors, with women and girls across the country, and with communities demanding justice, safety, and equality. Gender-based violence remains one of the most pervasive human rights violations in the world and in our country today. These 16 days remind us that any form of violence is unacceptable, and that every voice, especially the most vulnerable, must be heard, supported, and protected. Let me at this point give you some of the highlights of the planned activities by the National Human Rights Commission.
Ojukwu said the Commission, in its 30 years of existence, has made an incredible impact, especially in the lives of young girls and women, whom society often forgot.
As the Commission marks 30 years of service to the nation, we stand at a defining moment in our human rights journey. Over the decades, we have remained a beacon of hope and resilience, championing justice and the rule of law. This year's theme, Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls, challenges us to build a society where no one is left behind. We are using this moment to renew our dedication to a new Nigeria where violence, discrimination, and harmful practices have no place, and where women and girls can live free from fear. We use this opportunity to call on the National Assembly to pass the law creating special constituencies for women to aid more women participation in politics and governance.
Acknowledging the impact of the National Human Rights Commission has made in recent years, human rights activists NHRC praised the policy initiative introduced by the Commission to empower women and young girls.
So we're so excited that Doctor has put in place, using his authority, a sexual harassment policy. This is what many organizations like the National Assembly, both chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives, and some other key government agencies have not been able to do. So we are so grateful. We are particularly grateful for his level of responsiveness. It's one thing for something to happen, it's another thing for one to respond. And we're discussing too with my sister here of the inner wheel, the president, that look, there is no form of empowerment if it does not extend to financial, material empowerment that makes people less vulnerable. It will not work. Somebody will say, what business does the Human Rights Commission have with that kind of empowerment? You may pass it through an organization, I don't know, so we are so grateful to you.
Dr. Ojukwu urged civil society organizations, government agencies, and private institutions to pay close attention to the issue of gender-based violence, noting that its impact can shape the overall state of any society.
In accordance with the law, the call to collective action. As we embark on this 16-day campaign, I urge all Nigerians, government institutions, communities, religious bodies, traditional rulers, civil society, the media, and individuals to join us in this collective effort. Together, we can build a nation where women and girls are valued, respected, and protected. In Nigeria, where their dreams are not hindered by violence, discrimination, or harmful practices. However, awareness alone is not enough. We must move from awareness and commitments to concrete action, ensuring that women entrepreneurs, professionals, and community leaders have the resources, representation, and recognition needed to thrive and overcome gender-based violence. The National Human Rights Commission has partnered with the EU, the UNDP, and Fred Foundation under the Spotlight Initiative to empower over 60 complainant victims of sexual and gender-based violence. Also, during the Special Investigation Panel on SDVV, supported by the Spotlight Initiative, vulnerable complainants were empowered so as not to fall victims of SDVV again.